So, it is 9 a.m. here in Los Angeles, and it is the Wednesday, the 12th of November, AD 2025. And you can call in 1-888-775-3773. Yeah. And you can super chat thehakereport.com, buymeacoffee.com/thehakereport, Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/thehakereport, and other ways, YouTube, Rumble. What's up, guys? We're going to have a fun, hopefully, loosey-goosey little show over here. Oh, let me turn on a super chat goal or whatever, right? Nice. And by the way, take everything that you hear with a grain of salt, okay? You guys, sometimes you guys are ridiculous. Overreact like crazy. So, relax. Good morning, everybody. Afternoon for some, because it is 9:01 here in Los Angeles, and New York, Florida, Georgia, and other places. Most of that, back east is 3 hours ahead, Anyway, I do see lines filling up, and yeah, info here may be false. It's not meant to promote anything, all right? Even though sometimes I may seem like I am, but relax, okay? Relax. Chill out. Maybe I should not go there. Do this one. So I think I've gotten all my stuff in. I think I got everything in. I'm not trying to oppose anything. Don't believe your thoughts. Don't believe my words. Don't necessarily believe or disbelieve anything. It's important, okay? I think it's important. So if we mosey on over here and mosey on over there, there's super chats that I did not get to. So anyway, everybody, let's just get right on.
Look at that.
Lord, I'm talking over here with the show.
1, 2, 3,
Lord.
4. Oh, it's the Hake Report, the Hake Report, la la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report, the Hake Report, la la la.
Hey guys!
Oh, it's the Hake Report, the Hake Report, la la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report, the Hake Report, la la la.
So, how you guys doing? I'm fine. How you like this beach? Beautiful California, SoCal beaches. Very nice. Right? I think so. Today we have Punchy TV, all right? No anchor, baby. We have Punchy TV at 2 p.m. Pacific, 4 Central, 5 Eastern. So after I end at 11, or 5 minutes to 11 Pacific, then you're going to get 3 hours off. Right? So no Anchor Baby. But do make sure you follow Anchor Baby. He's live on his YouTube and Rumble, not on Twitch, even though he does have a Twitch, and not on DLive, even though he has that. You can buy him a coffee.com, buymeacoffee.com/Anchor Baby. Follow him, Gorgon's Ola. Like that, GORGONZHOLA on X and on IG. Not that he's all that active on those platforms, but I see him post on X a little bit. Yeah, nice. And by the way, if you go over here, there's this. Oh, here, let me go back to the homepage. I always forget to do this. You can see the recent posts. You can see the recent coffees, and you can buy me a coffee by clicking on this thingamajigger right here, down in the lower right corner. And you can check out recent coffees from Popcorn, Eric, GREGGATRON, and Angban, and Cesar, and you too can be on the coffee givers. And there's other ways to do that. So nice, huh? Anyway, before I get to your calls, and the lines are filling up actually, let me mosey on over to the Hake report, if you don't mind. I wanted to I had a tip that I wanted to touch on. Okay? Sebastian Telfair. You heard of Sebastian Telfair? Pork Chop Express sent me this tip on X. He's all, hey, the Hake report on X. This is the perfect example of opportunities, access, civil rights, or whatever you want to call it, not mattering. So I shall retweet this, repost this. And if you go up, you see this guy walking up to the projects, athletic young black man, about 40 years old, no key in the key for the mail. He's going into this, looks like a school, but it's not a school, it's a housing unit. And so he's trying to buzz himself in. You got to apply for a 980 or 940, I don't know these numbers. And this is former NBA star. Very talented basketball player. In high school, we went to like Abraham Lincoln or something or other high school. Look at that duct tape on the thing, bird poop on the couch, holes in the walls from stuff being torn off the walls. Look, nice little cooler, that's nice. Nice little kitchen, kind of cramped and dirty and not well kept. Spots and things on the walls from grease or whatever. And this is his pantry. He has it's just a pile of stuff. It looks like Hake's pantry thing, jigger. Stainless steel appliances in the bathroom, not really. And it's just kind of dirty and trashy. You see his old jersey from high school, and he played basketball in the NBA, but he was arrested a bunch of times throughout his career, weapons and marijuana. Look, Lincoln, high school jersey, very talented guy, but he was a mess. I think he had both parents. I'm not sure, but his father was a veteran, but he's going in to see his twins because he has like a 20-something-year-old daughter, but he has twins, a boy and a girl, and he went in and kissed them. He's back living in the projects after making supposedly like millions of dollars. He played in like 2004, so I wasn't really aware of him because I was going to college and after college mostly. Through 2014, he played for the Chinese leagues and stuff like that. So I don't know. Hopefully I don't get copyright. So I didn't play the audio. I played just a touch.
Look, we ain't got no keys.
Oh, sorry. We ain't got no keys.
That's how you get your mail.
A charming young man.
That's how you get your mail. You ain't got no mail?
And by young, I mean like he's 40. He's like my age, a little bit younger.
Good. Can't come in here by yourself. Gotta sign a waiver to come in too now.
Very black, very entertaining. His most notable crime was conspiring with other players to defraud the NBA's health and welfare benefit out of $4 million. Telfair, what kind of a name is that? I don't know. It must be a normal white American name. Sebastian Telfair. He would submit false and fraudulent claims. I don't know why you have to say them both, but maybe you got to cover your bases. To get reimbursed for medical and dental expenses that never happened. So he ended up back to the projects. No job, no 9 to 5, according to this post from Amiri King, whoever that is. No new career path, just living off the government handouts the same way his father did. A scrunchy, wrinkly, crooked smile, hopeless, kind of helpless, hapless emoji. Like that. I don't know, he's all... So, what a mess, huh? But his dad was like a veteran. I don't even know, but all veterans aren't responsible, right? That's how they end up homeless, in part. Sebastian Telfair, there's him with no do-rag and no hair. or, shaved nice. He was in various different fallen hoop stars, now locked up with Diddy. What? Oh, really? What? I don't know where they got that. Maybe that's true. But a day ago, he opened up about why he moved back to the projects. He returned all these complexes like a black outlet, right? Newsbreak sounds like a black outlet. Basketball Network, black outlet. Bro Bible sounds black. But these are the news outlets that are claiming that he's hit some trouble. I'd never heard of him, but that doesn't mean that he wasn't a great player and very talented and stuff. It looked like he was. Where is this? I guess is this fake news or what? Former prodigy once dubbed the LeBron James of New York City. LeBron James was the LeBron James of Akron, Ohio. Whoever heard of that place? Only Ohio people and people who know their geography. Earned more than $30 million in salary, landed lucrative endorsement deals with Adidas during his career. Drafted straight out of high school in 2004. Okay, so he's a few years younger than me. Joined the Boston Celtics. I'm kidding, it's the Celtics. For the 07-08 season. Should have solidified his standing in the league. I don't want to know why they're saying he's locked up with Diddy. Serving time in Fort Dix Prison in New Jersey. What? Picture. I don't know if this is true. Is this fake news? I'm kind of a boomer. I do fall for things. Oh, he's 5'11", 175. Here, if you search a little bit more about him, I think if you search, let's see, do they have, his Wikipedia is kind of interesting. But anyway, like, the point that Pork Chop Express stated is that he had all the opportunities in the world. He had all the access in the world. And because he lacked the character, he went with scams, schemes, white-collar crime, if you will. 6 foot nothing. See, is he 5'11" or is he 6 foot? 180 listed weight, listed height, listed weight. You always want to be 6 foot. Nobody wants to be 5'11" when you could be 6 foot. A 5-star recruit. One of the highly lauded and coveted high school basketball prospects in the country. So there he is. He even played in China. Let's see. Oh, I want to do the early life check on him because his dad had an interesting story. Fatal shooting at his apartment complex where his family lived. He went pro. Oh, he was going to go to some university, and then he changed his mind and went pro because there was a fatal shooting at the apartment complex. It's a bit of a rough life, right? That's not his fault. That's the fault of, I don't know, maybe his parents for living in a bad place. Maybe you could blame. Legal issues. I want to see early life with the Hake. Early years, son of Erica Telfair and Otis Telfair. Nice. Same last names. Otis, nice name. Vietnam veteran who served as a Marine. Surfside Gardens Projects in Brooklyn. Went to Abraham Lincoln High School. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I skipped right over it. It was right there. But nice. Yeah, right on, man. Crabs in a bucket, if you will. Dragging one another down. Huh. I'm just reading about him. Pardon the strange interlude. I was reading about a 2006 incident in which he had a $50,000 chain on him. See, that's the other thing about these blacks. Normal rich people, like whites, normal ones I'm talking about, the ones who have money, they might not be this level of rich, but they drive like normal cars. And they're not flashy. And they are thrifty. They maintain their thriftiness. They don't live extravagantly or buy expensive food and clothes and jewelry and stuff. If they do, it's on very, very, very special occasions. And it's not barbecues every day for all the homies to get they minds off the hood. I'm shaking my head. Pardon my black vernacular. It's not mine. They're arrested in 2007, possession of a weapon, felony. Why can't you have weapons? I don't agree with those laws, but the fact that they are there, you're supposed to obey them. All right? So, whatever. Terrible, huh? Bunch of troubles. 2007, 2017, 2006, 2008. Those might not all be different incidents. They're like court, arrests, different things going on. He was in an indictment in 2021, 18 former NBA players, including Telfair. So it wasn't just Telfair. They were arrested on charges alleging they defrauded the league's health and welfare benefit out of about $4 million. That's not that much. They're already making $30 million. Or he was. Engaged in a widespread, maybe he just got kind of roped in and helped them out because he wanted to help the poorer homies out who weren't making that much money as he was. Suckers. Shameful. We'll blame his friends. That's what parents do. We just blame, he has bad friends. Oh, okay. So 2023, he pleaded guilty, sentenced to 3 years probation, ordered to report to prison August 2025 for 6 months, failure to abide by the court-ordered community service. Oh, man, come on, do your community service. It's good for you, man. You'll like it, actually, especially if it's community labor. Nothing like a bit of manual labor. Get up early in the morning when it's still dark, go out there, do some manual labor, clean up the neighborhood. You know, it's kind of nasty sometimes, I would imagine, because especially if there's like homeless or whatever, they don't have any respect. They'll leave filth, and not the good kind of filth, just, everywhere. So get a hold of yourselves. What's that word that everybody hates? You just roll your eyes at? Personal responsibility. It's not even really that. It's just, wow, that thing didn't ever load. It's just, get a hold of yourself. No, that's not even a thing either. Call Bond for counseling. Do silent prayer. Calm down. Nice. So thank you. Thank you. Oh, by the way, here. I thought that I had, yeah. I have, no, never mind. I don't care. I was going to show you all the different teams that he was on. I wonder why he bounced around to so many different teams. But that's not too important. I want to keep things moving here. One of the things I wanted to do was pull this up so that I can see you guys, what you guys say. Hey, a super chat from Chris from chat. Hake thought the burns on the couch were bird poop. LM blank. Oh. Yeah. I was just trying to describe what happened, man. Let me pull that thing up. Oh, let me post that in the chat since I'm here. Well, I'll repost it, at least on X. Not just that, but I'll repost this. I should post Pork Chop Express's thing. Now, I don't endorse Pork Chop Express, okay? But he sent me that was a nice tip there. Boom. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can see that in the chat at the 20 minutes after they started streaming, mark, roughly. All right? Here, let me mute that and just play that. That's fun. Right? Cool. All right. Could he read? Could he read? Remember that person called in and said, oh, it's because they can't read that they're committing crimes. Why can't they read? It's because they have bad parents. They're angry. The same reason behind the lack of reading is the same reason behind the lack of money, same reason behind the lack of morality with committing crimes. So, shout out to Sebastian Telfair. Burns on the couch. Post on X. I prefer tweet, but I really appreciate X. So, let's get to your calls here. John in Houston, Texas is on the line, and thank you for holding there, old John.
Oh, you're totally welcome, dude.
Nice.
That's my Californian
Is
version.
that how I sound?
No, you don't sound like that at all.
Darn.
Well, can I ask you the biblical question or answer it?
Well, it's better for JLP. Are you not able to call JLP's show?
I mean, I could call in JLP show, but I wanted to just answer the biblical question in the moment, I guess. So.
All right, I'll let you do it. The biblical question for the Jesse Lee Peterson show and for Church with Jesse Lee Peterson, where I am a producer. Check out Church with Jesse Lee Peterson, rebuildingtheman.com/church. Make sure you are following Bond YouTube channel, Rebuilding the Man. Even if you hate YouTube, just follow it, okay? But, and also Bond Rebuilding the Man on Rumble. Doesn't stream it live. Jesse Lee Peterson Rumble streams it live, but we put up clips there. So the biblical question was, how do you know when you're approaching Christ?
Because there's it's hard to relax. It's kind of painful. It's uncomfortable because you don't want to surrender what you got going on at the moment. Like right before doing the silent prayer can be, you have a thought like, this is tedious, and then you'll imagine pain and then get uncomfortable and everything.
And so that discomfort is how you know that you're approaching Christ?
Right.
All right. Interesting, man. Well, I can kind of relate to that because, it says in the Bible, Jesus says, tomorrow is going to be on the Jesse Lee Peterson Show, Bible Thumper Thursday, if any man would follow me or something like that, I don't know. He would take up his cross and follow me. Deny himself, take up his cross and follow me. And it sounds like just bearing up under that discomfort of not self-pleasing, if you will, not self-indulging,
self-gratification.
Not just,
let me answer.
Okay. Then you can, then that's an example of denying yourself and maybe following Christ. Cool.
Yeah, because all it is just you relaxing, the silent prayer.
All right. Well, thank you for your contribution.
Well, absolutely.
Nice.
Peace, bro.
All right.
Take it easy, man.
You too. Are you from Texas?
I was born and raised in Texas.
Okay.
Houston, bro.
Houston. Okay, I can kind of hear it.
Kind of? Okay. Yeah, I hear it too. Yeah.
Yeah, the Texas people don't have a harsh accent.
Well, some say Houston is East Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
I don't really see that myself.
Yeah.
That's just like fake.
Yeah.
Fake. All fake. All right, hey, peace
All right.
out. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Take care. Jermaine in Canada on the line here. Jermaine, thank you for calling and holding, sir. What is up?
Hey, James, how are you? 007, sharpshooter that never misses. What the?
Yeah, thank you. Doing well.
Nice, nice.
Oh, by the way, how's my volume, guys? How's my /show volume? 1, perfect. 2, loud. 3, quiet. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, man, I'm calling. I saw that clip yesterday that you play in the JLP show. Man, what's wrong with your people, Hake? What the?
What do you mean, my people?
The whites, man. Tony, like, being Tony now. But
what did the whites do? I just blanked on what we're talking about.
So I saw the clip of the white lady kissing Jasmine Crockett feet.
Oh yeah, Stephanie
that's
Miller.
crazy.
I've heard of that woman before. I forget where I heard of her. Maybe she was on like Bill Maher's show, or she talked to this guy who was on the Fallen State, John Fugelsang, or something like that. But I'm familiar with that liberal woman. I've never seen that angle of her where she's stooped down, bent over, bowing down, and kissing the feet of Jasmine Crooked.
I was like, is she on drugs or something? I want what she's on.
She's on the
but not
drugs
really.
of. She's on the drugs of white false guilt and kissing up culture. It's ridiculous.
But you know the funniest thing? I bet that made Jasmine Crockett feel really good, really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
yeah.
She's so far gone. Normal people would not like that, right? But she's so far gone that she might like that. Let me see if it was in if it was in my notifications. I saw some like some other person posted about it. And let me just go Jazz. I can't type. If I can find it on the thingamajigger. What a mess. Here, let me find Anyway, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm saying that I think that will definitely make her feel good about herself, make her feel more powerful, and make her think that the work that she's doing is good because she's being worshipped. You know, it's just like in a relationship, you make the woman feel good. You're gonna get what you want from her.
Yeah.
And it's gonna make her feel good, and she's gonna keep doing what you want because she likes to feel good about making you happy.
Right.
And it's not helping the blacks, which Jasmine Crockett represents, because she's getting a fake power behind it, as the word Jesse would use.
Yeah.
And it's not helping at all because she's just going deeper into hell. And that white woman, she's not helping it at all because she's in hell worshiping the devil.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's crazy.
I really liked JLP's take on this. He said, didn't Satan tried to tell Jesus to bow down to him, and Jesus is like, no, get behind me, Satan. But no, the Satan in Stephanie Miller bowed down to the Satan in the false idol. Demons are always behind those idols, of Jasmine Cricket. It's I have this clip. Let me play it real quick. Hopefully they're not cussing, okay? Like, you never know with these gals lately.
You confirm that I just kissed your sneakers. This is too good. She's on camera saying she'll do the radio.
I am. We're doing it.
Future senator of the great state of Texas. I'm gonna miss Ted Cruz so much. He's so likable. Oh my.
Oh, so they think that they're going to replace Ted Cruz. That she's going to replace Ted Cruz. You know what? There's been this gerrymandering called the Voting Rights Act. They've been pretending like the Voting Rights Act, Mays and other ignorant people, ill and uninformed people, shout out. They think they need an act to be able to vote, but blacks were already able to vote, but the Voting Rights Act gave them special treatment. So it gave the Democrats an unfair advantage with a bunch of dummies. And that's, I suspect that Jasmine Crockett is an example of that. What a
That's
mess.
for sure. Yeah, that is a mess, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Maze.
Yeah.
Maze talks so fast, it's crazy to keep up.
Yeah, I know. And it's not just that she talks fast, she jumps from topic to topic. And
Oh, yeah.
and she lies and makes up stuff. She's kind of like Tony in that way. And and when she makes up stuff, you catch her, she won't admit it. She'll try to just move on. And what a mess. Shout out.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
she is still my
reminds me of-
favorite. Sorry,
yeah, I love Maze, man. It reminds me of the left people because they'll make a point and then jump from one point to another point without addressing any of the point. It's like, what's the point?
Right. Totally, man.
It's crazy.
It is.
All right, James. That was my little thing. There's more I want to discuss, but let's get some more of the callers on the line.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it, man.
All right. Appreciate you. Take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
And William III in California on the line over here. William, thank you for calling and holding, sir. What's up? Oh, no. I think he's on mute. Are you on mute? William going once. William going twice. William going 3 times. Let me put him on hold just to see if we can check on William. He wanted to get in. You can call in. There's one line open, 888-775-3773. Let's get to some super chats if you don't mind. Oh, Lord. Not this again. Hold on. Complicated business, folks. Complicated business. I think I could do it this way. No. Okay, no worries. Thank you, sir. I think if I were to click this, then I might be able to zoom in on this. Make sure I'm logged in and everything. Okay. Oh, yeah. See, this is what happens sometimes. Buy Me a Coffee will log me out. Even when I just confirmed that I was logged in earlier, just the beginning, before I started streaming. Sometimes it will, oh, no. Lord have mercy. I'm so sloppy. It's not right. It's not right. But if we mosey on down, oh, GREGGATRON had given me a super chat. My goodness. I think I may have the screenshot of it. Let's see, where might I have it? That was the other day, a couple days ago. Age of Inversion. I can't believe you gave Ronnie almost 40 minutes today. Hey, 2 days ago. Shame. Shame. That was the longest coffee ever. Hake chooses to live in a fantasy land where Obama is straight and Trump doesn't take orders from Israel. Angban Art. That's a nice one. Oh, I must not have copy-pasted it into my set of supers. But I think I can copy-paste it here. Because GREGGATRON doesn't know Canadian degenerate culture the way that I know Canadian evil degenerate culture. Yeah. Okay. Supers. Boom. I had missed the GREGGATRON's post. Hake, goof just means... So, don't say this, kids. Cover your ears, Canadian kids. Goof just means goofball or goofy, right? Triple question mark. Yeah, it's supposed to. It's supposed to. By the way, Maze is M-A-Z-E there. M-A-Z-E. I confirmed it. No, Greggatron. No, sir. That's not what it means, man. Pardon my fumbling. Okay. So William not there yet. No, it's not what it means. Let me educate you. Let me educate you there, Greggatron. If I mosey on over to youtube.com/feed/history, hopefully this is not something bad. Okay, I'm hoping against hope that, yeah, here it is. Hopefully these are not bad words, okay? Cover your ears, Canadian kids, just in case. Why? Okay.
To know part 2. Number 1, wobbly pops.
I don't know what that is.
This is just referring to some drinks or some beers, but usually it doesn't turn into a wobbly pop until around the 6. Number 2, a double-double. This is just referring to 2 creams, 2 sugar, and that beautiful coffee that you have every morning. Number 3 is dart. This is just referring to a cigarette, and a proper sentence would be, "Oh, hey, bud, you want to go hack a dart?" Number 4 is puck bunnies. This is often referred to as women who chase hockey players.
Oh, okay.
5 is bud. This is just slang for buddy. However, there is a positive and negative connotation to it. If you have an influx up, that's positive. Okay, bud. If you have an influx down, that's negative. Okay, bud. Your bonus word is goof, possibly one of the most offensive words in the Canadian language. If you ever want to tick off Canadian, just call him a goof.
Don't say
Canadian.
that. No, I disclaim, I disavow. Don't say that. If you check out my Reddit, did you know Hake has a Reddit? Reddit.com/r/Hake. Do Canadians, let me approve this one, actually get offended when someone calls them a G word? You don't have a G word pass. I heard that guys will punch you because of it. #r/ask a Canadian. Edit. Actually shocked at how y'all reacted at this post. I don't even remember how I found out about this controversial word, but nice to have some clarity. And so this person says only ex-convicts, but that's not true because Nick the Anchor Baby, to my knowledge, and I don't dox, is not an ex-con. He just hangs out with cooks and dishwashers and Canadians who cuss very flippantly, and they don't even mean anything by it. They, don't read this chat, this Reddit, kids. It's very degenerate. It means the B word. It means the gay word. It means PDF file or child M word. Lester May, a child botherer. And it originated, they say, in like prisons. You know, prisoners, the prisoners think they get all up on their high horse being, you know, they're being the criminals that they are. They're no different from you and me. They still get self-righteous. What do they get self-righteous about? People who do the kids, who abuse quote-unquote kids. So if someone on the streets calls you that word, they're either an ex-con or have many friends who are ex-cons. They'll try to fight you over it. Now, there's other times where somebody just says, oh, you're just being silly, like goofy, or whatever. But, yeah, it's labeling, they're trying to put you at the bottom of the food chain where you can get beat up or killed or maimed or whatever. You can call your friends goofy or whatever, but don't say it to strangers, they say. So that's the Reddit thing. You know how Nick, the American Anchor Baby, one time on a stream, he said he saw some random guy on some like news report. He said, who is this? Don't say this word, kids, but chomo. I'm like, whoa. Just randomly calling somebody a child, a Lester May, right? So nice. What's that one where you ask a question? Quora. What is this? Yeah, oh, hey, nice. So, Darryl the Canadian, what is a goof in Canada? It is jail slang, and it is immediate beef. I don't understand his sentence structure. Meaning the person is being called one is a rat and a chomo, not to be trusted. Also a potential PC case. PC in this case does not mean politically correct. It means protective custody, because they know that if you did something to kids or are accused of that, or people think that you did, then it's open season on you. You get killed or maimed and stuff, and that's not good. Jails aren't for that, for getting killed or shanked or whatever, stabbed and stuff. You're not supposed to be able to do that to people. It's supposed to be civilized prison, but oftentimes it's not, so they put people in protective custody because they call them PC B-words. So, GREGGATRON, consider yourself edumacated. I even found it on threads.com. Am I logged in? Yeah. And so I reposted. Oh, maybe I didn't repost it. Let me check my. Oh, okay. Threads is weird. Threads is like the wannabe X from far left IG. All right, Meta. Today I learned the word G-word, G-O-O-F, is very insulting in Canada. So don't say that, kids, or say it judiciously. Oh, there's a little hedgehog that I was showing you guys. Isn't that so weird? Remember I showed this to you last week or so? Aww. Aww. An Asian or a white would like this. Maybe a Latino. Maybe a cutesy black person. I don't know. I don't really know the Middle Easterners. All right, so that's the explanation for that. All right? There you have it. GREGGATRON. Don't say G. O-O-F. Look, the thing's getting bigger. Is it even legal to own those? Oh, my goodness. Exercise. Anyway, so watch out and don't say that word. Speaking of GREGGATRON, another coffee from GREGGATRON. Oh, buymeacoffee.com/ the Hake Report. Hey, Hake, really like your show. Y'all are funny. When I say y'all, I mean you and your callers. I like Ronnie's calls, but has anybody heard from Jeremiah? Jeremiah from Louisiana, your arch nemesis besides Earl. Yeah. Did I ban him? Because he was much more visibly angry. Or not visibly, because we couldn't see him, but you could hear it in his voice. Just the attitude and sort of nasty edge to his voice. Much worse than like John from Kentucky, his fellow black Hebrew Israelite, or Hebrew Israelite. They don't call them black. Whitey. Also enjoyed May's yesterday. She's something. I agree there, Greggatron. Sorry, Greggatron. Lastly, let Joe call in. Man, come on. If you feel he's a threat to the show, just hang up on him. But at least give him a chance to spew his snake mess. Remember, I haven't found a snake for my callers, for my puppets, since I had to let go of Joe and Mark. Not that I had to let go of Mark. Mark let go of me. But Hank, it's just the facts, Hank. Just the facts. I really like Joe too. Nowadays, I used to talk to Joe for minutes and tens of minutes on end, right? 20, 30 minutes. Maybe even close to 40 minutes, because people like to say, you talk to him for like 40 minutes. I don't think I ever talked to anybody other than that gal for 55 minutes one time. Something like that, 52. That was the last time he broke up with me. Mark, all mad. But yeah, I did this with TERRI that one time. She was ticked when I used this on her. It was cute though. Have some forgiveness, Hake. It's not about a lack of forgiveness in the sense of like spiritually anyway. It's just if somebody's angry like that, as Joe is, or Mark too, I don't want to try to coax them back, because if they're evil and Joe wants to come back, but Mark, if he's evil and wants to stay away, let him stay away, you know? It's not wise to be like, oh, come back. Joe, he's so evil, man. I mean, he wants my competitor gone, and he like talks about trying to take me and JLP down and stuff like that, and justifying getting way into his imagination, pretending like we're going to inspire a terrorist attack or something. It's crazy. It's evil. And he slanders, you know, and it's not right. He's such a communist. Sometimes I like communists. I like Joe too, but at the time, I shall consider your request. I shall put it in the suggestion box here. The suggestion box is my spittoon. It doubles as a spittoon. Mr. Mad sent this to me back when I was out sick for like a few months. Am I sort of ruddy right now? Am I a little bit red? Is that blood pressure? High blood pressure? Anyway, nice. I shall consider your request. Shout out. All right, now get back to your show, says GREGGATRON. Thank you, sir. Oh, and I wish that I had looked at this earlier. I spotted it kind of late, sir. But this coffee from Eric, several coffees, right? He always gives me multiple coffees. Anti-Semite, Hitler, Nazi, Holocaust denier. So it gives me a timestamp of 33 minutes and 30 seconds with a Rumble link. Why I love Hostess. And that's the same video that I was showing a little bit from, one of the videos that I was showing a little bit from our future president. And he says, people parrot what they hear without knowing what they're talking about. And I'm a little concerned about playing it because I don't like to play cussing, you know, or play something that I have not reviewed myself first. And I totally trust Eric, except that I know that this is a Nick Fuentes clip. And Fuentes it's not necessarily like kid-friendly, lady-like friendly show. In that, occasionally he'll cuss. He uses manly words, you know? So, just for the sake of, I am streaming on TalkStream Live and kids listen to the show, I think I'll hold off on playing this clip just yet. Maybe I'll review it after the show, okay? But anyway, people parrot what they hear without knowing what they're talking about. Millions regurgitating Nick Fuentes is an anti-Semite, racist, Nazi, Holocaust denier. But they can't explain why. Yeah, totally. That's true, man. And I know that for a fact, because I've seen them over the years. Media uses radioactive language, right? Radioactive, meaning you have to stay away, to label opposition because they create an emotional response in the audience. Yeah, that's why they use the word genocide. Genocide. I was watching this video. Let me interrupt briefly, Eric. I was watching this video about how, let me show you my recent, I was starting to watch it. I didn't really watch much of it, but I saw this thing and it was very interesting. Yeah. Okay. The strange death of intense words. And this guy was thinking about maybe writing a paper on it, but he's like, no, that's ridiculous. It's just expensive. It's a scam. But they are, a lot of words, there's yesterday's show, a lot of words have lost their intensity because they're repeated so ridiculously much. And so that is interesting that the guy mentioned that. And I don't know if he mentions it, and I haven't really watched this video, The Strange Death of Intense Words, but I like that title, and the opening was kind of interesting. But you know how we're not allowed to say killed? You know you're not supposed to say killed? You're supposed, people say unalived because of all this censorship of intense words on the social media platforms, including far-left YouTube. The mama spirit, censoring crazy words. And I try to soften words just for the sake of decency and trying to be considerate to the kids and the ladies and my own sensibilities, right? Because you don't always want to hear these crazy words. And then you guys throw around the term pedophile, and stuff like that against anybody, and it's not even true. Or there's no evidence or whatever. Or it doesn't even really apply. And so very interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, just a side note on that. But whoever protects himself by aligning with the safe side of every issue, the audience does, many women and politically correct people, by hoping to avoid being contaminated. A boomer who listens to Fox News, Liberty and Levin, is whatever that is. I think that's a show with Mark Levin, is going to describe Nick as a Nazi, Holocaust denier, not even knowing what they're talking about. They've already written him off because they're allowing the media source to do their thinking or judgment. They can't outright say you're not allowed to criticize Jews. That's why they label whom they wish to silence with a morally reprehensible identity. Yep, true, man. I'll have to check that out. Pardon me for not having checked it out first. Now, Popcorn has established a trust with me. I trust him now, you know? Well, that's why I play his clips sight unseen sometimes. Because he already knows my rules. Sorry, Eric. Even though I actually trust Eric much more than Popcorn. But in terms of, you know, the cussing in the clips, Popcorn is more attuned. He's more familiar. But anyway. No, thank you, Eric. Popcorn. What are your thoughts on the Great White Hope's recent proposal of a 50-year mortgage as a way to combat the home affordability issue? Hope you live 50 more years. That's funny. I'm against it, he says, because it creates an illusion of affordability but doesn't actually solve the issue. The costs just shift and increase. Yeah, interesting point. If you have a home that costs $400,000, for example, a 5% interest rate, the monthly payment would be about $2,150 with a traditional 30-year mortgage, which is ridiculously long, right? 30 years long. I think what people should do is, what I've heard people do is they get the 30-year and then pay it off in like 15 or less. Or they save. Live like no one else so you can live like no one else. Meaning you don't step foot in a restaurant and stuff like that, because be surprised how much money you blow on food or whatever you blow your money on. That same home with a 50-year mortgage rate would cost roughly $1,820 a month. It's not that much different. It's just a matter of $300. I cracked bucks. $330 difference. Yeah. Well, hey, I did my math in my head before I read it. A buyer might say, great, I can afford this house now. Time to go buy. If some people do that, the price of the homes go up because the demand rises. Indeed. Over the life of, that's why we got to do the mass deportations, man. Over the life of both loans, the 50-year mortgage will cost the buyer an additional $300,000 in interest. I know, but that money's, yeah, that's true. I was going to say, but the money's cheaper the later you get because of the inflation stuff, unless we got rid of the inflation. Do you view that type of analysis beyond looking at the monthly price as being an intellectual, or does that thinking beyond the monthly payment make sense? I think it makes sense, man. Is that what you consider practical thinking? Yeah, I mean, that's just a matter of math and stuff like that and a little bit of common sense. I don't know, it might make the difference for some. Are you with the Great White Hope proposing 50-year mortgages as a way of dealing with the home affordability issue? Are you the type to look at the monthly payment, or do you think about the deeper and look at the total cost? I look at the total cost, but I also look at the monthly thing, man. I look at both, definitely. Here's a short clip that outlines it, he says. And you know what? I read on Drudge that the 50-year mortgage thing was... Because Trump thinks outside the box. So whoever heard of it or thought of a 50-year mortgage thing, had that been an idea that anybody other than Trump had floated? Or probably so. But I could imagine like boomers and old timers doing stuff like buying the house, getting the loan, and then if they die, then they die, and they don't have to worry about the debt. And then whoever is stuck with the debt, whatever. I don't know how it works. Interesting, huh? Imagine you're 50 years old and you get a 50-year loan, and then you don't live to 100. Who knows? Not you personally. I hope you do live to 100, if it be the Lord's will, of course. Popcorn there. And hopefully you don't need any 50-year loan. But anyway, so I don't know. I think it might have been released prematurely. Kind of like, Trump suggested gun turrets at the border, or building a moat with crocodiles or sharks or alligators at the border. He suggests things, get feedback, It's not necessarily taking it that seriously. It may work for some, though, man. I don't know.
This morning, new backlash as the Trump administration moves forward with a plan to introduce 50-year mortgages.
It looks to be like the president's looking for a quick fix to a market that is fundamentally broken right now.
Over the week.
Okay, buddy. That's not accurate. Mass deportations, that's going to help. The tariffs and bringing jobs back, he's fixing the economy overall, like long-term with major, major changes. Getting rid of the regulations and things. Helping people make money again, paying down the national debt, which he's aiming to do. He's clearly aiming to do it. I don't know if he's on track to do it at this point, but he claims that he is. A lot of those things is not just a quick fix. All right, buddy. All right, anyway, here, let's hear the rest of this story, and hopefully I don't interrupt too much.
Weekend, Trump sharing this image comparing the proposal to the 30-year mortgage policies championed by FDR nearly a century ago.
Wow! Evil FDR. Evil communist versus Christian, godly communist. If Trump is communist, I don't know. I'll use the term very loosely. Okay.
Potentially kickstart the now stagnant real estate market. Homes are currently seeing the lowest turnover rate in 30 years, and the median age of...
So this is from ABC News, by the way. It's an ABC, far-left extremist ABC News report. Lowest home turnover rate since 1995. I remember hearing that average first-time home buyers 40 years old nowadays, whereas in the 90s, early 90s, I think it was like 27, 28, which is kind of high too, even.
First-time home buyers just hit an all-time high of 40 years old.
It's really difficult to see right now for younger borrowers how they are going to be able to afford a home.
A longer fixed-rate mortgage would lower monthly payments, but would also create a higher total cost because of all that interest over 5 decades. Take a $400,000 loan at 6% interest. Under a 30-year mortgage, the monthly payment would be just...
Yeah, but you're supposed to pay more than just the principal and interest. You're supposed to pay on top of, or whatever I don't know what principal is, but you're supposed to pay more than what you're supposed to pay so you could pay it down faster. Everybody knows this.
Shy of 20.
I get that you may not make that much money, but anyway.
$2,400. Under a 50-year loan, it drops to just over $2,100, a savings of nearly $300 a month. But over time, that savings is erased by a much larger interest bill, because while the total interest on a 30-year loan would be about $463,000, the interest on a 50-year loan would total more than $860,000. Wow. Many, including longtime allies of President Trump, are not on board with the idea. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene saying,
"Be quiet, MTG."
Quote, "It will ultimately reward the banks, mortgage lenders, and home builders, while people pay far more in interest over time and die before they ever pay off their home. In debt forever, in debt for life."
Be quiet, woman.
And the White House has not yet explained how it would get around the Dodd-Frank Act, which effectively bans mortgages longer than 30 years.
Nice, thank you. Hopefully I don't have autoplay turned on, do I? Yeah, good. Autoplay is off. I hate it when they go to the next video. That's why I don't like, that's one reason I don't really like the shorts things. I like shorts. Oh yeah, the shorts aren't so bad. Imagine being enslaved to a bank is for 50 years. You don't even have a comprehension of 50 years, I bet. Anyway, don't take it so seriously, you know? It's just a suggestion. I don't even think that it's really serious. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but I do like that Trump thinks differently. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Yes, I do. Tennis shoe, 50-year loan. Cesar or Cesar bought a coffee. Cesar. Just showing support today. Strong tan arm by Hake. Thank you, sir. And Eric says the Jews believe they're an endangered species who can only survive in fair weather. With his 5 coffees. They gang up and attack anyone who critiques their behavior. Yeah, I mean, there are certain ones who definitely are crazy like that. And you know what they're doing is they're shooting themselves in the foot. They should be loving Nick. Some of them do. They label you a monster to maintain their victimhood. Victims are evil. Antifa can terrorize Turning Point USA. But if you say, forget the Jews, to David Portnoy, the Barstool Sports thingy, and he wasn't even there, you get arrested. How? Why? Make that make sense. Is that true? The forget the Jews, F word, the Jews, guy got arrested for that? But they definitely had some type of witch hunt. They tried to dox the guy, or did he get doxed, or he was already self-doxed, or I forget what. But he wanted to like send him to a Nazi camp to educate him, and then he changed his mind about that because he didn't want to give him free stuff. But what a mess. Relax, you know? Chill. It's not right, you guys. Let me double check this. GREGGATRON states, principle is the key. Is key. We talked about this. Thank you. Yeah. I think you did talk about it. I don't understand it. I've heard of it, though. I forget. Principal meaning which you originally signed up to owe. And so you pay that down, right? Pay down the amount that you actually owe on paper. So usually you owe some principal and you owe some interest, right? And you could just pay just the interest. Crazy. I think. Maybe you're supposed to pay a little bit of the principal. But you're supposed to pay more and more and more and more and more of the principal as much as you can. Or just pay off or take out a loan and then pay the whole thing off in one fell swoop. Pay it with cash. Imagine that. That's what the Asians do. They come over here and pay for our properties with cash. The Chinese, aren't they doing that? Crazy. Ooh. Eric. Victimhood. Gregg. On principle. Okay, so I think that what did I just do? I think I've gotten pretty well along here. I believe that William III is back. William III is back here. William, thank you for calling and holding, sir. What's up?
Oh, man, sorry about that, man.
No worries.
Yeah, the call. I see you got the news I sent you about the bus driver falling asleep up here in San Francisco.
You see that on the Jesse Lee Peterson show? That woman, she fell asleep. She was like dozed off, like I might doze off at my desk sometimes. But if you're driving a train, going 50 miles an hour, scaring the San Fran residents or wherever they were.
There's no room to go 50. But look, was that a guy or a girl?
That was a female. A bigger black female gal.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there used to be. Excuse me. Hold on.
And she's all. We didn't crash. Calm down.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It used to be one of the better, bus systems in the country, and then they started hiring those.
Oh, did I say San Fran? Was that Chicago Transit? Or was it San Fran?
I sent you one in San Francisco that the driver fell asleep. And,
okay. Yeah, San Fran. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it used to be a real good system, but they started hiring Section 8 mothers, and there was a lot of female bus drivers. Yeah.
Hail to the bus driver, bus driver. That's crazy, man.
So that's DEI, definitely.
You think so?
Yeah, that tunnel's about a mile long. It goes from the avenues to downtown, and when you come out, you'll be really close to downtown, Upper Market.
Okay.
And that could have got bad. It could have got bad real good, real fast. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the government's going to open Thursday. So
nice.
Let's just take a look at this. The air traffic controllers are the ones that stayed. Trump is talking about giving them a $10,000 bonus. And people like Rick.
Those who stayed and were faithful and worked.
Yes. Now, Rick in Virginia, it sounds like he stayed at work.
Yep.
He's probably going to get a bonus, So.
Well, though he's not air traffic controller. He wanted to.
No, I know.
But others, you think others are going to get a bonus too? Other workers?
Yeah.
Nice.
There'll be people getting bonuses from that.
$10,000 bonus was one of his suggestions, which I like that because you work without getting paid for a month. That could be good for you.
That could be tough.
Yeah.
But if you have your finances together,
right,
you have that, and I don't really hear anybody. Really, I don't hear that many people crying about the shutdown as much as people that are, talking about health care and Obamacare. And by the way, the Obamacare and the ACA is the same thing. That's why we name it, which some people call it one thing, some people call it the other. And that's for your stupid caller in Dayton. So, by the way, what is this word? PRO, what's that? NON. Spell this out. NONPROFIT.
Nonprofit.
What is that word?
Nonprofit.
No, that's not nonprofit.
What is it?
That's non-pro-profit.
Oh, non-pro-profit.
That's what your little chimpanzee said 3 times yesterday. What is a non-pro-profit?
Oh, I think she was saying not
what
for
is a
profit.
Non-pro-profit, James?
I thought she said not for profit.
Dude, stop putting your little porch monkey, little howling monkey. You know what a black howl monkey is? Stop putting that monkey on your chest. She's going to bite your ear one day, and you're going to be swiveling around the room talking about it burns. You keep messing with that monkey. You see, they're talking to you. This is Black Day, isn't it?
It is. Black excellence.
Blacks. You think you're in a zoo, don't you?
Don't you find them a little entertaining?
You no. I mean, she doesn't think it's funny because she doesn't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But she's a porch monkey, and you putting her on your shoulder all the time. You're gonna get it one day, man. I'm telling you. She said,
"Are we allowed to say that?"
Non-pro-profit.
Well, you might be right.
3 times. No, I'm not right. Might be right because you caught it too. You just got scared.
No, I'm not scared of Maze.
You did. I seen you. Man.
I like her.
No, you don't even know why because you would be quiet around that animal.
No, I really thought that she was saying not for profit.
Non-pro-profit. She said it 3 times.
You might be right.
And I'm calling you on it.
All right. I accept. That's funny, man.
Yeah, it is. Real funny. You need to do something with your little
beautiful Maze.
Monkey. Yeah, you need to do something with that. I told you. Drip system on the water. Remember? No bowls. No bowls. Drip system.
Okay. That way she can't spill it all over everywhere.
Right.
Make me slip on the floor.
Right.
I got you.
Yeah. So, you was talking about basketball. Michael Ray Richardson died, I think, yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, at the tender age of 70. Is that the guy who got kicked out of the NBA?
Yeah.
Michael Ray Richardson?
Yeah.
Rest in peace to that man.
Sugar Man. That was his nickname, Sugar Man.
Michael Ray Richardson died at 70, right? Not old.
Yep.
Michael Ray Richardson, also known as Michael Ray Richardson. What the heck? American pro basketball player, played college ball in Montana Grizzlies. 6'5", point guard, number 20. Has child Amir Richardson, or son or daughter. That's his son,
Two-time
right?
All-Star, I think defensive player, everything. Yeah.
Was he
Sugar
kicked
man.
out of the league permanently?
Yeah.
For what?
Drugs.
Oh. What's wrong with drugs? I mean,
don't think he died.
What does drugs have to do with the league?
I don't think he died like that. His wife got him together, you know, made him do, I don't know. They did a lot of stuff. He worked on himself. So did Darryl Strawberry. He got pardoned by Trump.
Darryl Strawberry got in trouble?
He got pardoned by Trump.
Yeah, but I didn't remember him getting in trouble.
You don't remember anything because you wasn't around.
I mean, I remember Darryl Strawberry. I signed my own baseball with Darryl Strawberry on there because I knew that name.
He was into drugs. He got in trouble a few times. I don't think you ever really convicted.
Very talented guy, right?
Yeah.
6'6", 63 years old. Darryl Eugene Strawberry Sr.,
Crenshaw
former pro
High
right fielder. Baseball.
Crenshaw High School.
Oh, really? So he's from L.A.
Yeah.
I didn't know he got snagged for drugs. So Trump pardoned him, huh? For tax. Oh, because he had tax evasion, something or other. I might have heard that before. Right on. Thank you, Trump.
I think he got in a church real hard. He's a Christian.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I've seen him speak at it wasn't my church, but it was like a big, one of those big gatherings, like an arena.
Okay.
And me and a friend of mine went. He was down in Texas. He spoke for like an hour and a half and told his whole story. He didn't hold nothing back either.
Nice. Right
doing
on.
better
There
now.
he is on Instagram. Couple of days ago. The Lord has blessed me beyond words, a testament to his boundless grace.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, somebody on Jesse said that they think that things are going to be getting better. They are. They are.
Okay.
They are. I don't really hear anybody other than the people that's on it. All of those three of those things that Trump is going to just put a knife to it. Section 8, food stamps, EBT. And healthcare, he's going to slice it. It's not going to be what it was.
Yeah.
You think it is? He's not giving in. That he won.
He stays at it, and you know what? People are like, oh, who's going to take over after Trump? There are guys out there, including our future president, who have a can-do attitude that I really appreciate. But there is this lingering hatred, pettiness among the masses, and this kissing up to women, except for on the far right, if you will. Right. But the pettiness is still there. They're basically still women, many of them, but not all.
I wouldn't even worry about that too much. Jasmine Crockett and all the people, I wouldn't even.
Well, I'm not talking about Jasmine Crockett. I'm talking about
you talking about within the Republican Party.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even worry about that.
Okay.
There's more men running things than there are women. If you really look at it.
Yeah, but there shouldn't be any women.
Well, I mean, you can roll with that. Some of them are qualified. I mean, but yeah, you might have a point there.
Yeah. Because there is it's endless, man. Drudge Report. If I go over to Drudge Report,
don't we call them rhinos?
Yep. But even Trump is putting them in a podcasting diversity problem. This is a Drudge headline.
Politician, man. He's doing what he's got to do. He's a politician.
64%. Yeah, I know. I get that. 64%.
He's not a politician. He's just playing politics.
He's always been that way with the women. 64% of podcast hosts are male, and that's supposedly a problem. 77% are white, according to a USC study, and that's supposedly a problem, a diversity problem. Give me a break.
What do you think about this as a fix? Let's just go back to the old days. Because it's either you get private insurance or you fall back on that Obama ACA thing. Let's just go back to the old days. No insurance. Buy it if you get a good enough job. Because, see, that's what they used to be. You had a good enough job, you got private insurance.
Indeed.
If you didn't like to catch the bus when you were younger, what did you do?
Took a car, or rode the bike, or walked.
You bought a car.
Yep.
You bought a car. When you
By
got
the way,
tired
I
of
heard
renting-
Rosa Parks, she and her husband had a car.
Yeah, they did.
Well,
If you
though
got tired
maybe
of
her
renting-
husband was using it, and so
But
she rode
James,
the
look,
bus.
if you don't want to catch the bus, you buy a car. If you don't want to rent, you buy a house.
Yep.
And the 50-year thing, it just makes the note lower. And what difference does it make? They're probably going to die before the mortgage is up anyway. And how that really works is if you put that house in a trust or a will, what's going to happen is that your kids are going to have to pay the mortgage off. So I don't know. I mean, I ain't got the problem, but it's just that this is for future people.
Yeah.
You want the 50 or the 30.
Thank
Doesn't
you,
matter.
William. Appreciate it, man. It's good to hear from you, sir.
All right.
Take
All right.
care. Terry in Oregon is on the line over here. Terry, what's up? How you doing?
Oh, hi, Hake. How's it going?
Going well. How about you?
I'm all right.
Nice.
So I called about that new mayor-elect they got in Seattle, too. Did you see that woman? Have you heard of her?
I don't think I did.
She's a radical socialist.
Seattle mayor, really?
Yep.
And she was newly elected.
Yeah, like last night.
Wow.
Ugh.
Okay, so, this white-looking gal, a nondescript-looking, plain Jane-looking gal. Katie Wilson, poised to become Seattle's next mayor after pulling further ahead of Bruce Harrell 22 hours ago. Likely to be the next mayor 18 hours ago. Progressives on the edge of a win in Seattle mayor race. Politico. Wow. And so is she a normal white, or is she a Jewish white, or what is this gal?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
Here's some things I do know about her. She's not from Seattle. She's from New York.
Okay.
So that's interesting. She's a transplant to the area. Well, I thought that was interesting
A
because
carpetbagger.
yeah, you could call them that.
Yeah.
So I just think it's interesting that that happened in New York with the mayor-elect, and then here we have another example of somebody who's not from the area, who's like an outsider who's come in and like run on a socialist platform.
She couldn't afford to live in Seattle. That's why she ran for mayor, is some headline. Oh, she's about my age, born in 82, a year behind me, July 12th. So she's 43, a year younger than me, a little bit more, a year and a week.
Apparently she has a toddler as well.
How does she have a toddler? She had a kid at, what, 39?
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. Or
does
is it
happen.
adopted or something? Catherine Barrett Wilson, born in 82. Okay, go ahead. You know more about her?
Yeah. Let me see what else. Her husband does not work.
Oh, no.
I don't know. It's a whole mess. It's like the more I've learned about this situation, the more disturbing it is.
Yeah.
Her parents help pay for her livelihood to get by in Seattle. So she's also another Nepo baby like Mamdani.
Ah.
Where are these people coming from?
Champagne socialist, is that what it's called? Or no?
I think a champagne socialist is not necessarily a Nepo baby, but
okay.
yeah, I mean, you could. Yeah, I guess you could.
Sort of.
Actually.
Yeah. A red wine, a wine socialist. I wonder if she drinks wine. Whatever. Go ahead. Sorry.
I just thought it was weird and disturbing, and now we have another like major U.S. city that's.
She wasn't even valedictorian. She was salutatorian. Of course, valedictorians.
Apparently.
Go ahead.
She went to Oxford but never graduated, and she like dropped out almost 6 months before she got her degree.
6 weeks
So,
before
like,
graduation. Moved to
6
Seattle in
weeks.
04.
Whoa. I mean, imagine that. Like, imagine you had the opportunity to go to such a prestigious school and you, like, were that close to finishing and you were just like, you know what, I don't need to do that. I mean, that's so...
I wonder if that's being spoiled or what? Or poor... Did she chalk it up to, like, mental health? You know how they talk about, mental health.
there's something really wrong with that. Because,
It
like,
is.
most people would, you know, that's a lifetime opportunity. And, like, I mean, I guess it hasn't held her back because she, you know, she's now become mayor of a major U.S. city.
She worked in boat repair, construction, and office assistant when she moved in '04 to Seattle. Various different jobs, according to this puff piece in Wikipedia. Yeah, I saw this thing. What made me think of the mental health is that I forget where I saw it, maybe Drudge or somewhere, that, I saw it in a headline that all these, at the Ivy League schools, like Stanford or somewhere, they have like this grade inflation. They're given so many A's. They're like 60-something% are getting A's now in these supposedly tough schools, and they want to toughen it, but students are warning about that's going to hurt our mental health. What a mess, huh? They want affirmative action for their mental health, basically. Anyway, whatever. Go ahead.
I mean, well, you know, everything's inverted, and you know, so society will collapse if we continue to coddle weakness. And
Yeah.
I mean, and you can have mental health problems and still do your job. I know people that do, you know, or whatever, they deal with whatever, you know, that's called being an adult.
Wow. Look at this. In 2020, Wilson, this woman, Katie, right? Catherine, real name. She played a role in the creation of Seattle's Jump Start tax. All one word, capital J, capital S. Jump Start tax is a payroll tax on private employers to fund so-called affordable housing. What a mess. Affordable housing is a scam. So she wants to turn Seattle into the projects, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Into a ghetto. Because that's what affordable housing is, projects. And that only increases the cost of housing.
And the issue isn't really, well, let me get into that. There isn't a lack of housing either.
I know, huh? Where you're talking about the homelessness? The homelessness, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and it's, I mean,
I get that it's expensive.
The cost of living is high, but this isn't going to help. And, like, what's going to happen when, you know, like, all these companies flee the city to go to neighboring towns because they can't do business in Seattle? Like,
they don't want to be paying that extra tax to fund riffraff to come into their city.
Right, you know. Why would they do that when they could just pay their employees and then their employees could rent or buy a home? Like,
that's right.
It's what they're already doing. It doesn't make any sense that they should have to pay extra for other people.
I have this post here from. Don't read this, kids, because Fisher King he cusses a little bit. But Fisher King 64 posted way back in 2024, mass deportations would lead to steep declines in housing costs. Cover your eyes, kids. The young people who complain that home ownership is out of reach, this problem would go away. BlackRock and such outfits purchasing the housing stock would be messed up, he says, effed. However, that is why any major deportation program will be massively difficult to push through because of all these people benefiting off of the high housing costs, high housing prices. And, you know, when you make it more affordable by lessening the demand by deporting a bunch of these people who don't belong here, then you're helping the situation. But I bet that Katie, what's her name? Katie Wilson for mayor of Seattle wouldn't be for mass deportations, would she now? I bet.
I don't think so, no.
I'm profiling her.
That's not part of the radical socialist agenda.
That's right. They want no borders, no walls, no USA at all, if they're Antifa, I think. Thank you for the tip here. Anything else about her that you wanted to hit on?
She
was linked to Zoran.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's a small world, but yeah, I just thought it was interesting and something to watch. You'll see the deterioration of, Seattle even further.
She is married to fellow activist. So she's an activist, Scott Myers, Myers, whom she dated, met in high school anyway, in Binghamton, wherever that is. They rent a one-bedroom apartment on Capitol Hill in Seattle there, and have one daughter, Beta. Anyway, she does not own a car. She primarily rides the bus, public transit, to get around Seattle with her daughter. Has also used a bicycle for transportation. So she's a hippie liberal woman who...
No, a bicyclist, the worst people on
Yeah,
earth.
there's cyclists.
Ugh,
Scum of the earth.
they really are.
And why do you say that?
Is she going to do that? Is she going to... Well, no, just because, people hate cyclists. Because, I mean, it's dangerous, especially in Seattle.
Yeah.
Like, it's dark and gray and wet. Like, it's really dangerous to ride your bike in Seattle. Like,
yeah.
It's not... A lot of people die all the time doing it, Yeah, is she going to be riding the bus when she's mayor? Like, what's the plan there?
Who knows? Who knows? Do the mayors get a mansion over there in Seattle? It's a pretty big city, right? Isn't it like the city of...
Yeah, the crown of the Northwest. I don't know.
She's
I don't
winning.
know if the mayors
She's
get a
miles and
mansion.
miles ahead of the incumbent, Bruce Harrell. And she
I know,
attacked...
it's interesting because he's
What is
several
he?
generations Seattle. Like, I think he's what are they called? Hawaiian or something?
Yeah, he looks either Hawaiian or Japanese or something like that.
Or he might be both because he's Hawaiian. So
yeah,
you
a lot
know,
of them.
they got
I really
Japanese.
like these Japanese-looking or Hawaiian-looking guys who have like American-sounding names, like Bruce Harrell, Bruce Allen Harrell. Not that I know anything about this guy. I might not like his politics, of course.
He's not great, but I mean, he's miles ahead of her in terms of like actually understanding how to run a city.
Of course.
He's pretty bad though. I mean,
Okay.
do you remember last year there were these big protests at this Christian rally in Seattle, and they asked the Christians not to come back or to I don't remember the park it was in. It was like this free speech park. And he was like basically blaming the Christians for the violence that happened because they had this big counter protest from Antifa. So he's a bit of a...
Riot erupts
cool
at
guy.
Seattle worship service, May 27th, 2025, CBN News. Swarmed by hundreds of Antifa militants. So this MAGA, Make America Great Again hat wearing guy. Is that Patriot Prayer? Oh, Pastor Russell Johnson went on Fox News last year, May 28th, this year. No, I don't know when. And
It might have been earlier. Actually, yeah, it was this year. It's the end. It's
okay,
getting towards
May
the end
27th
of, the year,
of
so I'm
this
all
year.
confused.
Yeah. Just 6 months ago, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, and so he, of course, he took the side of
violent
riot. Sorry,
riot.
kids. Sorry, people. Violent riot.
What was that?
Oh, that was the news report. Here, let me play a little bit of
It
it.
sounded like a demon coming through.
Oh, sorry. No, it's not a demon, I don't think. Although he does look...
demonic.
Broke out at a worship service in Seattle, and it's catching headlines all around the world. Well, Ross Johnston, one of the co-leaders of this revival event, joins us now. So, Ross, a lot is being said about this event. What actually happened?
Well, I can let you know this. In the last 72 hours, it has been the wildest 3 days of my entire life in ministry and outside of ministry. What actually happened is, and like you said,
they call him a revivalist. This is CBN News, Christian Broadcasting Network.
Reached the White House, it's reached the UK Daily Mail. I mean, it's reaching not just local and national, but international news.
Hurry up,
and so,
man.
I have a situation on our hand. And so,
okay, here's the footage.
I look to my left, And I see protesters, they're about 10, 15, 20 feet away from the stage. You know, they have signs up, you know, they're giving us certain fingers on their hand. They're saying a lot of different things. And so I recognize really quickly, okay, this isn't just going to be, you know, a few rowdy people here. We have a real situation on our hand. And so, long story short, I'm on stage. I look to my left. A guy starts beelining it directly for me from the protester line. He hops over the barricade, and our MD of our worship band has to jump off stage and tackle him. Otherwise, the headline, Raj, would be a little bit different today. It might be revivalist preacher Ross punches a protester on stage to defend himself.
Okay,
And
whatever.
so,
Oh, look at this footage.
once again, this turned into a riot in Seattle. There was 23 arrests made, all on the protester side.
These women getting thrown around. Anyway, sorry. Nice. Thank you. Thank you for the tip on that. 6 months later, Hake News. All
Yeah, hey. We love our late news on Hake News.
Right on.
All right. Well, thanks for taking my call and chatting with me about the, you know, evil people. Have a good day.
You as well. Take care. Bye. Yeah, that's so true. These commies are popping up everywhere. Not to scare you, but it's a real, there is real delusion that is really taken hold in the world. Let me read a few of your live chat, right? Live chat, and then I'll get back to your calls. We're at less than 25 minutes till the end of the show here. If we mosey on over to punchy.tv/Hake, then you can see the Hake Report, and it's streaming, right? Okay, good, it's muted. And you can see Jim in Alaska. Most people will not live in that house for 50 years. I believe most people only live in a house for about 5 years and then move on. Move. Wow, really? Most? Is that like the average, or is that one of the averages? Even if it was a 30-year mortgage, most will not pay it off before they move. Wow. What a mess. By the way, Jim in Alaska went over to YouTube and subscribed to Bond. Nice. Much appreciated, sir. Very cool. Let me read the super chat from Harmony. I know we can find a way. Light. Flashlight emoji. I love flashlights. They're cool. I know we can find a way. Love you, Hake, with the good hair. Look at this. It's ridiculous. Is it 5 likes or is it 4? Is it 6 likes or is it 4? In the world. Ridiculous. Get a hold of yourself, YouTube. What are you, Sebastian? What's his name? Telfair? All right. Very nice. Let me double check over on buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. I mean, the Hake Report. Looks like I'm caught up there. Let me check Rumble. Hey, I should pull up my Rumble. Lord. Rumble.com/No American Anchor Baby today, okay? No American Anchor Baby. But Hake is live. See him? Look at these guys. Here. Oh, Lord. Here, let me move over here. Here. Oh, watch out. They're allowed to cuss over there. I mean, I let them. They do whatever they want. Cover your eyes, kids. If I scroll. Anyway. Nice. What's up, everybody? Nice to see you. I'm also on Facebook. What's up, Facebook crew? Nobody there. What's up, X watching live crew? What's up, D Live crew? DLive.tv/Hake. /the Hake Report. Aries 1, Groovy Monkey, Beta Legs, Kilo Alpha Tango, Qatar. Nice to see you guys. Much appreciated. Okay. one of my priority callers is on hold here, and that priority caller is none other than Stephen from Maryland, who's on the line here right now. How are you doing, Stephen?
I'm doing great, except I'm upset.
Except you're upset?
Yes, I am.
How are you upset?
Because of that fool, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. Things are losing my soul. From West Coast W3.
Uh-huh.
Called Mays a porch monkey? Is he crazy?
Yeah, you're not supposed to say that word, huh?
No, that's what they call all of us. He's one too.
So that refers to black people sitting on the porch watching watching life go by.
That's right.
And so you're not supposed to call black people relate them to looking like animals.
That's if you one too.
Who, me?
No.
Oh,
about William the Third.
What about me? Do I get to be a monkey?
So they don't call white people monkeys.
Why not?
I don't know. You ask me. I mean,
they call little white boys and girls sometimes, but mostly boys, little white boys, meaning children, monkeys, because they like to climb trees and they like to be silly and they think monkeys are cool and cute.
It's derogatory when they call black people that. You know that.
I do.
And
I'm not for that.
Well, he's not a porch monkey. He's G.O.Rilla. How about that?
So how is it okay for you to call him that when you just got mad at him calling Mays that?
Well, I can do it.
I guess so.
I wish I knew his address. I'd come see him.
Really? And what would
Yes,
you say to him, or what would you do?
I'll beat the crap out of him.
But that's not right.
88 years in all.
I don't feel that that violence is justified over words, usually.
That makes me angry.
That's criminal stuff when you get mad over words and beat people up over that.
Well, I'm from the hood.
Yeah, in the hood you're supposed to do that,
88 years I've been from the hood. I was born in the hood.
I thought you said it wasn't.
Well, that's what they call a black area, the hood, right?
I mean, it depends on how hood the black area is. Hood meaning like criminal and violent, and it sounds like that's what you want to be.
Oh, well, anything. And back to William.
But Stephen, did you notice that that's why he said it, in order to provoke you?
No, he didn't. He said that he was talking to Mays. He wasn't talking to me.
Well, I know, but he wanted to provoke the black people who are into that.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
no, he didn't. He just want to make fun of Mays. That's all. Because he's talking about profiteers or non-pro-profit or whatever he was talking about. He said he was making fun of her.
Yeah, right. But it wasn't.
And that's my sister.
See, he knows that some of you guys think like that. May's my sister too.
No. Okay. You say so.
Yeah, she's my sister.
But anyway, another thing
but
from
sister,
W3,
not sister.
Whatever.
All right. Anyway.
Another thing about W3. He said the other day, there was a black airline that will hire me since I'm an ex-air traffic controller.
Right. Retired.
And he said there was a black airline that might hire me. Well, I was all upset. And what am I going to do on an airline? I can't fly a plane. I don't do steward work, and I ain't sweeping nothing.
Why wouldn't you sweep anything? Everybody sweeps.
Clean out the plane.
Everybody cleans up a little bit. You're supposed to. Don't be too proud.
I had my kids to do mine.
Nice. I respect it.
Yeah.
That's what kids are for. Help out.
Yeah, put them to work.
Yeah.
So what was I going to do? That dummy talking about I can get a job with a black airline. So what does that mean?
I mean, do black airlines need black air traffic controllers, or do they use the white ones?
How do you use black air? How do
Huh?
Well, anyway.
Yeah, anyway, it doesn't. It's moot. It's just talk. He's just yapping
No,
at
there's
you.
no just talk. He was man. He meant that.
Well, whether I know, but it's just amount. What is it other than talk? Whether he's meant it or not.
No, you don't diss my sister like that. No.
Is dis short for disrespect?
Make fun of the way she talked. He talked like somebody strangled him half to death or smoking on that peyote out there on that farm.
Peyote?
Whatever.
I don't know what it's pronounced, but that's what you were said. The cactus pot.
Whatever he's smoking, pot, weed, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Him and his girlfriend, Miss Piggy.
All right, enough of this. Enough trash talking.
Well, I'm done. That's all I want. That's all I had to say.
Oh, okay.
That really took me. Ooh.
You were about to lose your soul over little old William, and that's exactly what he wanted to tick you guys off.
He was talking to me.
He was
wasn't
talking
to nobody else but me.
I know, but he knows that black people get mad on behalf of anything that's racial. That's why he said something racial.
But he's black. How can he be racial against his own?
Because there's black people who have a disdain for how so many black people are, and so they go hating on the other black people because he's not into the black thing like you guys are into it. He's into hating on the people who are into the black thing.
He wants to be white. Sorry.
No, that's not true.
Yes, he does.
And what makes you think that he wants to be white? He doesn't even talk white.
Yes, he does.
He talks he talks blacker than you.
No, you don't. No.
Yeah, huh?
Like all this thing, well, I went to Germany and never said nothing about Nazis.
Well, I'll tell you what, he talks quite black for a Bay Area black man. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I don't know about it. I've never been to the Bay Area.
But anyway, the reality is, no, he doesn't want to be white. It's just that he's sick of how black people are ridiculous. So he's judging you guys. Huh?
That's what I'm talking about. He want to be white. He's sick of being black.
Nuh-uh, he's not sick of being black. He's sick of you guys being into the black thing with your black weird mindset.
Yeah,
and so he's judging you guys, which may not be
How
right.
are you going to judge somebody?
What?
Who is he to judge somebody?
Who is anybody to judge anybody?
I don't judge anybody.
Yeah, you're judging him right now. You're ticked. You're about to lose your soul over him. Don't let him.
I'm ready to come get him.
You're losing your religion or your soul. I like that phrase. That is black. That's country. I've never heard that phrase before, but I knew what you meant. Because I learned that losing your religion doesn't mean that you're not being a Christian anymore. That means you got mad. You got ticked off. You forgot about God. No. That's what losing your soul meant, right?
No, they said if you call somebody a fool, you're in danger of losing your soul.
Oh, yeah. See, well, it's interesting. But you would do that only because you're angry.
And another thing, my mother always told me, it's best that you think somebody's a fool instead they open their mouth and remove all doubt. How about that one?
Right. So you're talking about Mays being foolish?
No, I'm not talking about Mays. You know who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about
you're talking about William still?
I'm still talking about him.
Don't talk about my brother.
Okay. I know he's your brother. He want to be your brother.
No, we are brothers.
He's my brother.
He's your brother, too.
No, he ain't.
Why not?
Well, he is. I don't have nobody act like that is related to me or related to my race. No, he's out. Because he says the blacks anyway.
Right.
You ever heard a white person said the whites?
I do sometimes. Not as much because the whites are not a monolith the way that the blacks are.
No.
At a rate of like 96%, they all voted for Obama for one reason or another.
What about Obama? All white people voted for Trump too, right?
No, they didn't. I wish that 90% of whites voted for Trump.
Well, how did he get in office?
Because most whites voted for him, and then many blacks also voted for him. Many Hispanics, not very many, but many, and even some women voted for Trump, especially the beautiful white women, who get smeared as being liberal. Oh, liberal white women are the worst. No, they're not. Anyway, go ahead. But don't
You
worry,
right,
man. I'll stop him next time. I'll address him on that because I don't like him
You don't have
saying
to address it.
I don't like him saying porch M word either because that potentially puts the channel at risk because that's a little bit edgy for the sake of the channel, and it's a little bit provocative and in poor taste. So I'm with you on that. I'll address him on it next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll get a chance tomorrow. You'll call in tomorrow.
Nice. Well, take care, Stephen and Marilyn. Don't lose your soul calling somebody a fool.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I accept. Or God accepts.
I got an forgiveness from the Lord tonight.
All right. Nice. Take care.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye. And beautiful Maze, the gal herself.
Hello, James. How are you?
Hey, how are you doing?
You know I do not have time to be fooling with the ill and uninformed. But I want you to tell me.
You don't have time to deal with yourself. You gotta.
No, the ill and uninformed.
You gotta work on yourself, Maze.
I gotta say, why are you afraid of me?
But aren't you ill and uninformed yourself?
No.
Oh, just uninformed, but not ill.
People.
That's right. You are pretty healthy. You do seem healthy, but you do seem uninformed as well.
I'm saying the bright people.
You're very bright.
I don't have time for bright people. Why? You didn't answer my question. Why are you afraid of me?
Oh, I'm not afraid of you.
Oh, so why do the Wigger think that you are?
You're not supposed to call him that, remember? He thinks I'm afraid of you because I didn't address you on saying no non-pro-profit. Did you say non-pro-profit?
The non-profit organizations.
Oh, I thought you said not-for-profit.
No, non-profit organizations.
Did you say non-pro-profit?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
And there's
a little.
And if I did, it can be corrected. So what does that got to do with you being afraid of me?
Nothing. We knew what you meant.
Thank you. That's all that needs to be understood. So if you can't come with something to help people or make them think, you're not talking about anything. Because I'm not your problem. I told you I get high off people.
You get high off people?
That's why I don't do drugs. That's why I don't smoke. And I don't think he got nothing anyway. But anyway, as you say, don't put your money don't make a will, do a trust. Because when you make a will, the tax on it, you're going to have to pay taxes on it anyway. So if you're doing a trust, whoever you put in that trust is going to get it right away. So you know what you're talking about because you don't. That's why you come in here with all of that, whatever that was he was talking about, talking to his family. Because if you're not saying my name, you're not talking about it.
What made you talk about the will versus trust thing?
Because somebody's saying put it in the will. That's the difference between the two.
Put what in the will? I didn't catch that.
People put wills and they disappear. When you do trust, it's two different things.
A trust is with a bank or something like that?
If you put your budongas in a trust for your kids, you will have a better chance of it being done right.
Okay, cool.
And if you put it in a will, you might not show up.
Yeah, because
wills
get... Yeah, okay.
So with that, you sink that down in your soul.
Nice.
Since
Thank you for the...
Not you, so you want to give somebody some information. I want you to use your head and stop being ill and uninformed. That's what I want to say. Because I don't get upset. You'll be waiting a long time if that's
So
what
a trust is like a trust fund, of course, right? Trust fund?
It's a trust for your belongings if you put it in one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it a
so
trust
know the
fund?
difference before you try to spot out to tell somebody what to do. And I think if he stayed at the park, he'll be a better person. I don't think he got nothing anyway. He don't. His mother has everything.
Whatever.
That's what he told us. So he get upset. I know he likes my voice and stuff, but I can't help it.
You can't help it.
And
what is your accent, Maze?
I'm so like, why is he afraid of me? I was talking to you before he ever came along.
Right.
And I was talking to Jesse before he ever appeared. So I don't know where he's coming from. He wants you to be afraid of me.
What's your accent? Where are you from?
Alabama.
Okay.
Same place Jesse's from, but not in the same. We're in the same state.
A trust is not a trust fund, says Jules in the Rumble chat.
Who said something about a trust fund? You said something about.
Yeah, I was asking if a trust is a trust fund.
Okay. So, but he's not a black man. We already know that. So
yeah, he is.
Not fooling himself. He's a CWP.
Caucasian white person.
That's right. so he can go and admit it. Those are the ones that get upset.
He's not white. It's ridiculous.
He's upset because I talked to you. Why? Am I bringing any harm to you?
A trust fund pays out money.
What?
A trust holds something.
Yes.
Trust me.
So anyway, as I was saying, know what you're talking about. Give somebody some information so they can go and find it. If you don't, and stop coming with the bad news about black people.
And trust has to do with money or belongings?
What? Do I what?
A trust has to do with money or belongings, or both?
Both.
Let's see. A trust, in the context of money and belongings, a legal arrangement in which a person, the grantor, transfers assets to a trustee to hold and manage for the benefit of the third party's beneficiary. Legal container for assets like cash, stocks, real estate, personal property, managed for a specific purpose, passing on inheritance, etc.
Yeah, so do the one for the wheel and see which one works out better for you. That's when you educate, not being bright with foolishness.
What made you bring this up?
Because somebody said you should put your stuff in a wheel so your kids can get it.
Oh. Okay. Yeah,
I guess what people be saying go out of one ear through another one, but I still don't understand why you're afraid of me. That's why you talk to me, because you're not afraid of me.
That's right.
I'm not poison. But he wants, and he says everybody look like that's black is poison.
Yeah.
So grow some. Get out the park and grow some. That's all I got to say. And you have a nice one.
All right. Thank you,
I know
Mace.
he's probably upset. That's what people do when they get upset.
What's
He's
that?
upset. Don't want me to talk to you.
Oh. Right on.
So am I wasting your time? Let me know, and I won't call you.
Sounds good.
It's not on his dime. So have a good one.
All right. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Bye. Very nice. I'm down to the wire here. Not totally, but Rick in Hampton, VA is on the line here. Rick, thank you for calling and holding, sir. What's up?
Thank you for taking my call, Brother James.
It's good to hear from you, sir.
Good. Well, we hear from our favorite callers, Stephen from Maryland and Sister Mays.
Sister Mays. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And of course, the OG, the original, whatever gentleman. Old gentleman? What's OG stand for again?
Oh, you tell me, like usually in the neighborhood, that means a wise old guy, pretty much. He tries, talk a lot of, give a lot of wisdom to the young. We usually call those OG somebody that got experience. What do OG stands for?
Okay.
It's just an acronym they use in the black community. Hey, what's up, OG? He ought to come, try to keep the kids out of trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
James.
Right on. Not necessarily original gangster. I always thought it meant original gangster. But anyway.
Well, it does in the movies, but in the neighborhood, we don't mean it that. We mean it that as somebody that's experienced and always constantly sharing knowledge with the youth.
I got you.
Hey, man, pretty much that.
Yep.
But in the movies, it's the original gangster on rap songs.
Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, good to hear from you, sir. Thanks for your shout-outs.
You too, Brother James. Thank you for taking my call, my man.
I appreciate it. I have 1 minute if you want to get something in. Go ahead.
Man, look, man. If they do a budget, that's only 2 months, man, and you right back in the situation. What do you think about that, James?
Say that again?
With the budget, if they get an agreement with the budget
yes,
and pass it, it's only going to last until January. Why don't you just fix the budget now and just get it fixed, and that way get a permanent budget,
Yeah.
And they also should pass. Well, go ahead, James. I'm sorry.
I think that Trump is aiming towards a real solution to pay down the debt and get the economy really on track again. That's what I imagine he wants.
Yeah.
I got to wrap up, Rick. It's good hearing from you, sir. We're going to have Punchy TV this afternoon on Punchy TV on YouTube. And
Punchy TV.
So hopefully catch you later over there. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, I try to support all the shows, y'all.
All right. Take care, sir.
Hey, love you guys. Y'all be blessed.
Thank you, man. All right. Bye. This has been the Hake Report. Peace in the Middle East. No anchor baby today, but at least in your hearts, peace, you know. See you tomorrow. Bye.